And it says Scholar of the First Sin, even though this is the original. Whatever. So yeah, Dark Souls 2. Putting aside the very troubled production history of the game, I can't help feeling like this is much better than Dark Souls 1. In a lot of ways. In exchange, though, it has a slew of other problems. I think it was pretty obvious this was a game made by, like, a B team, while the A team was working on Bloodborne. Probably. But generally, a lot of the changes they made to like the gameplay and stuff were really good changes. The addition of power stancing and stuff was actually pretty fun. I think most of the problems people have come from things working differently than they did in the first game. Like invasions being based on how many souls you've gained instead of your actual level, which I think works better because of how many people low-level invade newbies with, like, super-ass equipment, and it's really stupid. Which, obviously, you can abuse the system in 2 as well, just not to that extent. A lot of the other stuff, like it functioning well at 60 FPS, you know, aside from the durability issue that I think got fixed pretty quickly. Stuff like the areas, quite a few areas feeling a little more like real areas as opposed to game levels. Dark Souls 1 had a lot of areas where they felt like video game levels instead of actual locations that just had areas you couldn't get to because ruins or whatever. It felt a little more like that. I'm trying to avoid using certain words because they don't really, you know, they don't really fit what I'm trying to explain here. I think also the gameplay flow is a lot better, and one of the big complaints, which was poise, since poise operates differently in this game than it does in the first one, I'm okay with, because if you got invaded by someone wearing heavy armor, it kind of didn't make sense that you couldn't still stagger them, at least a little. Like, for someone's poise to be so high that they literally can just walk through everything and not get, you know, a little bit pushed, didn't make sense. And that was really one of the bigger issues of Dark Souls 1, really. I think this method is better. I definitely think they really dropped the ball in 3. And I don't know. There are a lot of things they dropped the ball on in 3. 3 is its own thing that I really would not want to record stuff for, because in an effort to try to please all the Souls 1, they really just... To please all of the Souls 2 parts, they tried to bring back a bunch of mechanics while using the Bloodborne engine around it, or as the core of it. Which really doesn't work. Really doesn't. But I really appreciate what this game was going for. And it had a much more of a, like, Demon Souls aesthetic. And judging by the ideas they had when starting the game, it would have been great if they could have continued doing what they were going to do with it. Like, the whole idea of being able to swap between past and present was actually really cool. But, you know, obviously we didn't get that, which is a shame. And it's very easy to tell in a lot of places where there's a lot of shorthanding or last-minute design choices, the obvious one being Earthen Peak and the Iron Keep. But yeah, genuinely, I feel like it's just a much better game. It's still not amazing. It still has a lot of issues that are just prevalent in FromSoft games overall, so it's not amazing. It's not great. It's just pretty good. It's not like Dark Souls 1 where it's just meh. Like, Dark Souls 2 definitely not as good as Bloodborne. Bloodborne just held that really good. Man. And I just really don't like the way Scholar of the First Sin changed so much about it. Like, for a re-release of the game, it's nice that they made changes, so it wasn't exactly the same game. But a lot of the changes they made were not only really bullshit, but a lot of it just didn't make sense. There are plenty of changes that are better, and I appreciate those changes. Because there are a few areas in the base game, the original game, that kind of suck. And they're improved by the changes in that game. But, like, the addition of the Drake in front of the Cathedral of Blue out of fucking nowhere. Things like that. But I do like some of the area changes. I like the way Scholar added in extra pursuer fights. Since they couldn't do the whole Mr. X thing with the pursuer. That was actually pretty cool. I like that addition. And I do like they added more NPC invaders. That was also cool. I do appreciate that as well. Just generally, I think the base Dark Souls 2 was much better. For being a little more balanced. Just a little more balanced overall. Whereas Scholar is just straight up BS. And I'm gonna be real. As BS as the DLC is as well, I do actually like the general area designs they went for. I do actually like that. I like the area designs for the DLCs. Just, they're still a little bullshit. Alright, there we go. So notice we're still in the base game. In order to go to New Game Plus, you have to pick the option here. So if you want to do anything you didn't get to do before, you can go ahead and do it now. Which also means going and doing the DLC, if I really wanted to. And I kinda don't. It's not even a situation of I don't want to do the DLC in general. I think it's just I kinda want to move on from Dark Souls 2 into something else that's a little more worth my time. And also, here's the cartographer guy. I didn't really talk to him before.
Oh, hello again.
Hi.
You've made it. The map, I presume.
Yeah, it looks like the United States, kinda. It's got a United Statesy feel to it. Of course, what would this be, like Vancouver? Wait, No, Vancouver would be... I'm not going to continue that.
Ah, yes. There is something I wanted. I was born in the land of
Okay, you're from there.
He was locked in the dungeon for multiple murders. And the other day, I saw a fellow with a striking likeness. And then, well, no, I believe his name was Cray something. I believe. They shared some...
That's another hint that Creighton is not someone you should trust.
Even more, I don't know what causes it.
So basically, I think the flames here correspond to bonfires around the map.
It makes me feel... Wait, what am I doing here? Who are you again?
And he said all the flames, so I guess that's true.
Fate brought us together for a reason.
Did it?
Take these, and may they help you on your travels.
And it's his outfit. So yeah, once you get all the bonfires unlocked, you get to have that. He likes his map being completed. Who wouldn't want to 100% every map? Wait. If you're playing Star Ocean 3, you really shouldn't try. It's a headache. Don't do that to yourself. Anyways. So, that will be it for Dark Souls 2. I think after this, I'm just going to take a long break. And... well... if at some point I feel like doing more of this, I'll pick up again from this save and just continue from there and do the DLCs. I could also show off New Game Plus at some point if I really wanted to, because New Game Plus also changes a bunch of things in, like, throughout the game. And that's pretty good. Like, it updates a lot of the ambient items so that they're better. And changes a few other ones as well. But I'm not going to show that off here. It's time to call it. So that'll be it for Dark Souls 2. For now. Next time... you know what? Who knows? Maybe I'll play another game I don't like. Well, until next time, take care and don't let go of the potato.